Hello and welcome. This is a video about what 10x is all about. We'll be targeting the precise definition of what you can understand under 10x, right? And this is really something that's dear to my heart because I truly believe in the effect of the 10x program and what it can do for every single one of us as building a strong foundation for a healthy physical body. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started here. I've defined something in a very, I've defined 10x in a very short term here. It's really, the 10x program offers an all-in-one foundation for your health and fitness. Okay, and we'll be now diving into how do we come to that statement. Okay, so let me see. Oops, yeah, perfect. So the more precise definition of the 10x program really is an essentialist, longevity-based, muscle-centric, total fitness program designed to help people of all ages and fitness levels safely build and maintain their 10x body in 30 minutes a week. So these are obviously a lot of statements here, and that's why I have color-coded them for you, so that we'll be going through each of them in turn, so that you can understand them better, right? And so at the end, you have a full definition with this included, with the prior really short definition included, and where you can look up everything, if it's every single detail, if it interests you further, right? Okay, right? Remember, everything is color-coded and will make sense in a couple of minutes, right? Let's first go into essentialist. So we take things one bite at a time, okay? Perfect. So essentialist just means that that we focus on the minimum effective dose of something, right? And we took the thinking behind that is kind of, okay, the question of what are the actions that I can take that produce the most outcomes for me, right? And right now, this is in the field of exercise, right? And this is where 10x derives its name also from, because my head coach, Lorenzo Delano, has funneled a lot of research and exercise principles and his expertise over many, many years into that 10x program and really distilled down, okay, the 10% of the actions that we can be taking that will produce 90% of our fitness outcomes that we want to have for our life, right? Speaking for a foundation, right? If you are a marathon runner, right, you want to be training very specifically, right? But most people, including me, are no marathon runners. We want a healthy basis for life, a strong body, good muscle mass, we want to look good, right? We want our body to carry us through every day so that we can do what we set ourselves to do in our lives, right? And this is where the essentialism comes in, right? And that also derives from the Pareto principle, which is similar to the 10x philosophy, really. It's just the Pareto principle says, okay, what are 20% of the actions that produce 80% of the outcomes, right? Just comes from the research that this researcher found that it actually is the case that some actions do produce proportionally more results in relation to others, right? And what you've come up with is the Pareto principle, so the 80-20, right? Very nice. So we take an approach in there, right? So let's go to longevity-based, right? Longevity just means longevity-based. Really, you can understand it like we prioritize to preserve your health, right? Obviously also increase your health at the start if you are deficient within your body. We'll take a look at everything there. But what is important to know is that from an age of 30 approximately, depending on your lifestyle, your body slowly but surely starts wearing down. So what we want to do is give your body the stimulus, which we do with exercise right now, to keep staying healthy, right? Obviously, we couple that with a good lifestyle, right? We can't just work out and expect, okay, well, all my health is taken care of, right? But we want to preserve your health for as long as possible, because it's not just about living long, right? But living well long, you know? Simply put, right? We want to live, of course we want to live long, but like with a high quality of health, right? So the cool thing is, right here, is that because it's longevity based, we are not looking at performance. For example, like a marathon runner or a sprinter, right? You would really look on precise performance of how can I max out my potential here, right? We are not looking at that, but the cool thing is we are looking at your health preservation, and in order to do that, we have to take a look at your body, right? And your body, the big three biomarkers that predict how healthy your body is are strength, muscle, and your endurance, right? So you being actually fit, which is super great. And we also go into your body proportions, your body fat. All these things play into how healthy you are actually, which is so great, right? So we can be focusing on us looking great and being able to do a lot, and knowing, hey, great, at the same time, it's longevity based, right? Very nice. Let's get on. Muscle centric is simply the focus of the 10x method to strength and muscle mass. As I said here in the last one, strength and muscle are the two key biomarkers that have been found to impact our a prediction, kind of, that we are healthy for as long as possible, right? More specifically, our head coach took a look at the at scientific studies that correlated these biomarkers with all-cause mortality. What does that mean? That just means that all-cause mortality is just the possibility of you dying from any cause, from all causes, kind of. So it's really everything, right? And it's important to look at that, because then we can prioritize the different biomarkers and see, okay, what's the most important thing that we can be doing in order to preserve our health, right? And that is strength, and that is muscle, right? So we take that as a foundation and correlate the strength that you have with the muscle mass that you have, and that is your muscle quality, which is key in 10x. We take a look at that, of course, within the program, right? Oh, let me see that we can sneakily take me here. Very nice. Then let's go into total fitness. Total fitness just means that it is, for one, a whole body workout, right? That we've, that's kind of an add-on, that we've optimized it, right? With scientific research and exercise principles, right? But then we took a look at the three big systems within your body, which is your cardiovascular system, your metabolic system, and your neuromuscular system. And we've taken a look at the different biomarkers that correspond to these, the essential biomarkers, right? And have taken a look at, okay, how can we stimulate a response there for the whole body, right? So it's the whole body response in all these systems at the same time, right? And that produces us like a total fitness, because we respond to strength, to muscle, to your endurance, right? We couple that all together in relation to just going for a run, or just doing strength training, or just going for increasing your muscle mass, right? So everything packed together in a whole body workout, right? Yes. Perfect. Program just means that it's metabolically adjusted. What does that mean? You have a certain metabolism, right? That is unique to you, depending on your body composition and lifestyle, that we adjust towards your, in relation to your exercising, okay? So that obviously goes a bit deeper, but we take a look at, very simply put, at how much energy you expend versus how much energy you take in, right? Expenditure is like how much you burn, just sitting, like me right now. How much you burn with eating, how much how much exercise you do, and this is all expenditure, right? But then energy intake is really the food you take in, right? So we take a look at that, adjust that towards your specific needs, and that is either muscle mass gain, or fat loss, right? Because strength gain you will always have. Perfect. Let's go further. All ages and fitness levels is simply that the exercise program of 10x is really applicable to everyone from all ages. So let's say my sister can do it, but also my grandma can do it, and all interest levels as well. Is really stay-at-home mom, is someone who is employed in a corporation, or an entrepreneur. Really, it's targeted for everyone, and everyone gets an individualized program there, right? And we say to most people in most situations, because for instance, if we take that example of the marathon runner, right? He might not want to do 10x because he's very specifically training to be a great marathon runner, right? And he might not benefit from the 10x program. Obviously, that's very specific, and you still have to take a look whether he can benefit from that. But it's a good example to say, okay, there we have to be careful, right? But for the average person, and average, I don't mean like in a negative sense, but for most people, really, 10x is so beneficial because it builds that foundation for you, right? The 10% of the actions that we can take to produce 90% of our outcomes, and we can top that off with other things like sports that we want to do, like tennis or rowing or playing with our kids, or going out and having a bike ride or whatever it is, right? But really that foundation that applies to all ages and all fitness levels and all interest groups, which is super, super, super valuable. Safe, it is very safe. Important to mention, since it minimizes injury risk, right? We do very simple exercises, and we take great care that you perform the exercises to the best standards, whether we are coaching you in person or remote. Okay, and there's little joint wear and tear. Why do I say that? Because for one, it's important that a program is safe, but for two, it's also that you can compare that with your program. For example, a program like CrossFit might give you a lot of benefits, but it is less safe as of a program, because you're doing a lot of very rapid movements, and you have a lot of impact on your joints, which can impact you negatively in the long run, right? Which 10x does not. Great. Then we come into we have so far covered most of things, but right now it's about building and maintaining the 10x body. As I've said, we want to build a healthy baseline, right? If you're not already there, right? And maintain it for as long as possible, which is so important, and which is, it's really your quality of life, right? And the 10x body is really functional and structural description of your body status forged by the 10x method, so the 10x workout, right? And the lifestyle around that. So what does functional structural mean? Sounds fancy. It is not. Just think about it for a second. Your structure, so how your body is structured, we take a look at that. For example, your body fat, your muscle mass, right? And then we take a look at your functions. For example, right now, your strength, right? Your blood sugar response, right? These are the functions of your body. And we take a look at how do your structures and functions look like with the different biomarkers within 10x. And we put you, or we can exactly tell you, okay, where on a range or on a healthy range are you, right? Which is so great, because then we can take a look at, okay, structures and functions, wonderful, which represents your 10x body, right? And we can see, okay, you have a good amount of muscle mass, but maybe we want to lose a bit of fat, and we want to gain a bit of strength because you're deficient there, right? So we can predict that, which is so great, and really personalized program to you. Oopsa, now I have to get back to me, because that was everything. And now you see how we derived at the last bit here, me saying, okay, the 10x program offers an all-in-one foundation for your health and fitness. And I might even add for your whole life, because this is something that you learn once and you can do your whole life, right? Because at first, yes, we want to get better and have the 10x workout dialed in, but then you can consistently do it to preserve your strength and your muscle mass, and have the body that serves you in whatever you set yourself to do in your life. Right? So this is it. I hope everything makes sense to you. It is obviously a lot, but you can see with the different colors that it makes more sense, right? And really go with you and take the short definition with you in your head to let it rest a bit, and yeah, think about if this would be something for you. Okay? Very, very nice. It was my pleasure to serve you today. This is Aaron signing out and wishing you an extraordinary day. Ciao, ciao.